Okay, good day. So the aim of this video is to put you through the features of ExamGuide Exam Practice app, especially the offline. For this particular video, I'm going through the offline application. Then if you come to the online page too, you can still see the features of the online application. But since we are here, let's go over this. So quickly, if you are just on this page, you are even wondering what to do. So the thing is to go to the products. You can go through here, see the list of the product, or you can just scroll down and see the product. Go to the products for interest. For the purpose of this, I'll be using UTME, but then the features of the applications are just the same thing. It's just different exams, past questions inside the different ones. So I'll go through the features. From this, you can have an idea what the features of other ones are like. So I want to get to the page where you're supposed to download if you want to download for this. Okay, so we have opened the page. So what to do, depending on the device you're using, if it's for Windows, if it's running on Windows OS, you download for Windows. If it's running on Android OS, you download for Android. If it's running on iPhone, the iPhone will come up, you still download for iPhone. So for the purpose of this, I've downloaded for Windows OS so that I can use it for this illustration, and I've activated it. I won't be going over the whole activation process here. If you install, you can get information about purchase from this buy. There's sales outlet that you can still check and see where you can get it from. Then on the app too, you see details about purchase too. But let me quickly go over to the app. So let's say you have installed the app and activated. So this is where you come to. And this applies to both SSC, the practice software. It applies to BESE. It also applies to Common Entrance and the remaining of our offline apps. So first thing you will see is this practice for the particular exam. So because this is UTME, you're now seeing practice for UTME. This is where you have the collection of past exam questions for that particular exam. We'll have a library of over 30 years of questions in this particular place. I'll still come to it and show you full details. Then the classroom is where we'll have study lecture materials based on for the exam, like syllabus based study materials for the exam. And inside this classroom, you also still have exercise that is different from the questions you have here that are the past questions. These are like exercises based on the particular topic you're studying. Then question search, if you're studying for question, performance analysis. Performance analysis is a place that you see all the analysis of a performance. It's a very detailed analysis, and it gives you hints on your strengths and your weaknesses, where to focus more energy on. Educational games, then UTME literature books. This is where we'll summarize the UTME literature books. So if you're on SSC, you have the SSC literature books summarized. If you're on BESE, you have the BESE literature books summarized. Common Entrance does not have any, so this is out of it. Then UTME challenge, this is for students that are preparing for UTME. It's like series of more competitions that will organize, like 12 rounds in all. Like you can, every Saturday, you compete with your peers. If you come out as top scorer, you win prize. It's a way of motivating students to study hard and also test their readiness for the exam. Career and institution, then dictionary. I'll still go over all of this. I just wanted to first show a quick rundown of what is in the application. Then it's worth noting that for the SSC, we'll have a chief examiner's report. It's not here for UTME because there's nothing like that in UTME. Chief examiner's report is where you're going to see like the marking scheme and see comments of the chief examiners from the previous exams, how they expected students to have answered the questions to earn maximum marks or something. So it's a very interesting feature. So if you're interested in the SSC app, you can download, activate, and check it out. So quickly, let me enter the practice section. So on the practice section, as it is with all our application, you see all the subjects. You can select subjects, then the years. You can select your year. You can also decide to put a random so that you can randomly bring out questions from all the years. Then we have all our questions are tied to topics. So you can just come. Let's say I like advising students that if they want to study, if you go to the classroom section, if you see a topic, after studying the topic and taking a exercise in the classroom section, you can still come to this practice app, select that particular topic on the app, and select random so that you can pull out questions from that particular topic from all the years of the exam. I think that is like a more effective way of studying. That's what I mostly advise people to do if I'm to advise somebody about how best to use the app. So select the question, select topic of interest, and all those. Then practice. We have three modes. We have the practice mode. We have the practice mode. We have the study mode. We have the mock mode. These are three modes that you can use to practice on the app. The practice mode, after taking the test, you see corrections. Then if you're on the study mode, as you're seeing the question, you can also view the answers immediately, so you don't have to finish before you see. The mock mode, you just take test, see your result, and go. No corrections in the mock mode. That is, so let's say you have finished selecting all your subjects, English account. Let me say I select biology, and maybe I just select, let me say government. Then here is your profile information. If you have many people using this particular device, in this particular place, because I set it to Zigmatech Console Limited, you can actually, if you have an person, you can actually still change the profile name. And in the result history, if you come to result history, you're still going to be seeing all the profiles. So if Zigmatech Console Limited is coming back as Zigmatech Console Limited, it will be keeping track of all the result history of Zigmatech Console Limited. Then if there's an Emeka taking an exam, and then Emeka is always coming back with Emeka, to keep track of that. If Suleiman is coming back with Suleiman always, it will always keep track of the result history. And when you come to result history, if you have a lot of students, then you can just pull out the particular name. You see the history of that particular student. So this CBT environment is very user friendly and everything. So you just let's say you answer, you can move around the subjects. Then after answering, you submit. Once you submit, you are going to see detailed results. Let me decide to submit even without finishing. Yes. If you submit, you're going to see the result, and it's breaking down the result by the topics. So you're really going to see what is scored in each topic, and then you have the option of, you can view corrections. Our correction is not just showing you the answer, it's going to give you detailed explanation. So these are the correction parts. So this particular thing is applicable for all the applications. It's applicable for the UTME, for the SSC, for the BESE, for the common entrance, and all other applications under our series. Oh, I logged out of the app. So let me, okay. So this is it. So let me come back to, okay, so this is that on practice for UTME. So it's also worth noting that we don't just have past questions in this section of the practice. We also have syllable model-based questions that we also crafted on our own and input. And the good thing about this is it's a living resource that you can always use to practice. Why did I say that? So now, literature, like literature, for example, it changes. Whenever they change the scheme of work, or whenever they change the books, what we'll do is that we'll get the new books, summarize it, then get out questions from it, and replace all the years with questions from the recent book. That way, it makes even the old years still relevant for students that are trying to practice with it. Then we'll do that for English too. Like for UTME, they always change the literature book. So when they change it, we'll replace the questions too with the current one. So the app is always undergoing updates, and we're always improving on it to make it better for a student that is trying to use it to learn. So that is it on the practice section. So let me go to the classroom. So, okay, I'll come to this study plan. So the classroom, this is what you have in the class. You have lecture notes, syllabus-based lecture notes. You have for UTME based on UTME syllabus. You have for SSC based on SSC syllabus. You also have for BESE based on BESE syllabus. You have for common entrance based on common entrance syllabus, and all of the exams that we'll have. So if you come in, if you read the notes, after reading the notes, then you take exercises. We'll have 15 questions in each topic, and these are different from the questions in the CBT. And then, like, we made it such a way that you must attain 80% mark before you would have passed for this one. But the exercises are based on the notes. So if you actually study through the notes, you should be able to attempt the exercises. And there's an interesting thing too in the study, in the note part. If there's something you don't understand, you can just reach out to the AI tutor, and it will explain more about that concept to you. The good thing about the AI in the ExamGuide app is that you cannot ask the question outside the topic you are studying at that particular time. So we did this to have a lot of control, so that like students don't wander about online and forget about what they are studying. So if you're on a particular topic, you can only ask the AI tutor inside our app questions related to that particular topic. So you cannot just come and ask any white thing. It must be questions related to that particular topic. So the good thing, let's say a student decide to do a bank reconciliation statement. After studying this, like you just take exercises from this. You can still go back to the practice section, pick this topic, then put a random, filter out questions from all the years of the exam. There is no way somebody will do this kind of focus-based study and not come out with flying colors in the exam. So this is that about the classroom part. Okay, let me mention that the classroom part, you can create, so you can create a study plan. See, it's always prompting me to create because I've not created. Like, what does this study plan do? Let's say a student that is writing UTME, maybe WASE, BESE, or Common Entrance, you can just, let's try to create it. You just select all the subjects you're going to write. Let me say for this, let me assume I'm doing only English. Let me first unselect all. So let's say I select English, I select Maths, I select, what direct again? I select Physics, then Chemistry. Then I'm just trying to actively create the plan. So let's say my exam is, I have exam on April 25th. So I have from February 7th to April 25th to study. So my starting date is today. So let me say, or maybe I said, okay, I don't even want to read today. I want to start from Monday to start reading. So I can select Monday, that's 10th. Then I'll select the ending date to be like 24th. I don't want to read on that 25th. So I just want to read on 24th of April. Then I'm going for my exams on the 25th. So I select the thing. So if there are days that you want to cancel, like let me say I decide I don't want to be reading on Sundays, I can remove it. If there is public holidays that I want to remove, let me say, I don't know when Easter is, but let me just assume one random day. Let me say April 5th is Easter or something. If I put the April 5th, I've removed it. So it will remove any date you decide to remove. If you add date that you want to remove, then it will create, what it will do is that it's going to create, divide out everything in our classroom section to this number of days that I have selected, such that if you are reading the way it's specified, you must be able to have finished everything before the exam. So now, so I'm starting my study on Monday. So if I come to Monday, it has divided, it has given me Maths, English. It just gave me Maths and English on that. When they told me, okay, I'm going to read page 1 to 7, English page 1 to 5, and it's pending. So if I want to action it, if I click on it to take me to the place, then I will read what I have to read. Let me see, topic outline, the number and numeration. So these are the things it gave me to read for that Monday. Then if I go to Tuesday, I'll see things I'm supposed to read too. If I successfully finish reading it and take the exercise, it will mark it completed then the next day and such way. So a student can just create study plan and follow this. So this is also applicable for the SSC application, for the BESE, for the common entrance as well. So that is that on the classroom part. Then question search. If you have any question, you want to just check if this question is a UTME or something. If you just search questions, you pick keywords from the questions and bring out all related questions about it. Performance analysis. So this is a place that it tries to analyze your performance, like it shows you whether you're improving, whether you're not improving or not, everything about it. So this place can give you an insight into how you have been doing in the practice sections you have been doing. Then educational games. We have a lot of educational games. So what we did in this educational game is to present the same content that you have in the UTME in a fun way, so that way you can have fun while also learning. You can use this for form of realization. Apart from map, this map is really good. It will help you learn geography of places very well. It's a map game. So let's say you select Nigeria, the map game. Let's say, let me select, I select like states. So click the region on the map where Kano is located. Can I get that? Let me see. Let me try. This should be, I don't know. Let me see. Where Kano is located. This Abuja. This should be Kaduna. I think this can be Kaduna. Let me see. So I'm correct. And then click the region on the map where Abia is located. Abia. Let me start from the known to the unknown. That is my approach to this kind of things. I think this is Delta. Abia. Delta and Anambra. From Delta, this should be Enugu. Abia is closer to Cross River, right? Am I correct? Let me see. No, this is Ebony. It's close to Cross River. Let me see. I'm correct. So it's actually a very interesting one. Click the region on the map where Taraba is located. So this Abuja, by the right of Abuja, is that Kogi? Kogi is you? So Taraba, I know it's somewhere here. This should be Adamawa, or this can be Taraba. Yeah. So that is that. Like this, I chose for state. So you can also play the game for, let's say, you can also play it for, let me see, this is Africa. It will show you, you can also use like map of this thing. Click the region where Chad is located. Chad from known to unknown, Nigeria. I know this should be Chad. Okay. And let's say, click the region of the map where Sierra Leone. I'm sure not getting this. Sierra Leone, this is Nigeria. Sierra Leone, where is Sierra Leone? What do I know about Sierra Leone? It is in West Africa. So, but I don't think it's this big. So, so that is it. You just play game. Is a fun way of learning actually. Then oh, I left the place. Let's see. It's not the intention. Is not to leave completely. Let me go back. So have the mass rush. So this one is just bringing series of mass questions, and you have to just be fast about it. If you slow down, it will quit. Then you have the millionaire game. The millionaire game is just bringing content from the past question, and then if you, it's like who wants to be a millionaire. It's showing you how many you can answer. And then the fame too is still like content based. So these are like presenting this content in a very interesting way. Let me see fame game. Let me see how it is. Let's see biology. Okay, now this is 60 seconds of fame. Show what you've got. Okay, let's play. Let's see. The pancreas secretes enzyme for the digestion of fat, carbohydrate, vitamin, fat, this, fat, that, fat, proteins. I'm already wasting time. I need to, let me see. You won't even know what you failed or not. You just keep doing till your time finishes. You don't know how many questions you were able to answer. That's for the fame game. Then literature book. This is where I summarize the literature text. If it's SSC app, you see the SSC literature textbook. If it's Besse, you get for the Besse. Then the challenge is UTME challenge, because I'm using UTME to explain this. So if you're in the SSC app, it will be SSC's challenge. If you're on the Besse, it will be Besse. If you're on the common entrance, it will be common entrance. Career and institutions. This is particular to UTME because it's the exam for like screen exams for universities or something. So here is showing you like giving you like career guides, so you can see institutions. If you type a course you want to do, it will show you all the institutions doing it, tell you their requirements, tell you what their last cutoff was. That will help you really well. Okay, Fine School, I think it's Fine School that is telling you what Fine School. If you check a course, you see all the schools doing the course. Let's say accounting. If you do Fine School, these are all the schools doing the course. You see level of competitiveness and extreme competitive 5.5. We graded the competitiveness. The HME score of top 100 candidates for the last these days was 261 to 366. So this way can give you an idea of the school you are applying for and the level of competitiveness, so that you can know how to prepare more to meet up to it. It's not to make you afraid, but to know that for you to know the level of preparation you actually need. Then accounting, what did I click? The requirements, okay? You don't see all the requirements for that particular course here. If I want to know what these recommend courses, here if you present your O-level result, UTME subject, it can recommend courses for you. Like to just show a list of options from where you can choose what your qualifications can suit. I need to really know what this is doing. Career and institution. Let me say universities. Let me stick to universities. Of course, all of us are looking at that. Let's say course. Let me see. Let me still remain with the accounting. Career and institution, Fine School. Okay, this is where I did career and institution. I jumped to okay, career guide. I want to really know what is happening here. Okay, if you type a course, let's say accounting. That's where I've been doing accounting. Okay. Okay. Showing responsibility. Why should skills you should have on those things. So it's really a career guide. It's just telling you more about the career, where you can work, what you need, skills you need to have to make a good accountant. So this one is peculiar to the UTME app, this particular career and institution. Then dictionaries, general. And there's a new feature that we'll have on the application that was not in the 2024 version, this science note. So our science note, this is just for mathematics and science related subjects. It helps you solve questions on it. You can write, you can draw on it, and let me use this more. Let me say 9 plus 5 is equals to, and it's now giving me the, because it's seeing this as q. This 9 I wrote, it's seeing q plus 5 is equals to, so let me clear, let me write it again. I have 9. So because something is not so clear, because of the way I'm using the mouse, okay, 9 plus 5 is giving me equals to 14 already. Like, the truth is that, like, this is where you can solve, as it helps in solving maths and science related questions. Like, it really solves complex question, plots, graph. This stuff is just that I'm just doing the base because I'm using mouse to play around it. It's not an organized thing. You can, if it's a screen touch, you can write on it. You can use mouse to really draw on it, and that is it for the science note. It's really worth checking out. You can check out the application and you like what is in it. Then our AI tutor, we have improved our AI tutor a lot now. Now you can snap a question, you can upload image to it, and it still understand and explain to you. You can snipe from the screen. You can even snipe from another app and get to import to it. You can draw on it this time around, like, and you can actually draw on the AI now. If you put, let's say if I say draw, so if I draw something, I can still ask it to solve for me and it solve. Let's say I have 5 here, and let's say I have 4. Drawing not so clear. Then let's say I want to insert it here. Image must be image message must be between. Okay, I have to just say find the area. Let me see. Find the area. So let's see, saying it's giving me the steps. Then to have this 5 minutes, 5 minutes for this before then a square. To provide dimensions of rectangle. Please provide the dimensions of rectangles, and I can help you calculate the area. So our AI tutor, what it does is to guide you through. So let me say if I provide the 5 and 4. I was trying to write. So it tries to guide you. It does not solve the questions. That was how I designed it. Does not just give you the answer, but to guide you through the solution of whatever you provide for it. So you see, because I gave it the dimension that I asked for, it was able to help me solve it. Like, it really solves even complex questions. I'm just using this for illustration purposes, and the science note and the AI tutor is applicable for all the application, whether UTME, the WASE, BESE, or Common Entrance. So that is that about then our leaderboard. Leaderboard is where here you see all the people using the application around the country, and then you see what their scores are like. It's loading. If it loads, you see what their scores are like. Those are practicing. It can motivate you and see what other people that are using the app to practice, what they have been scoring during their practice sections. So let me wait for it to load. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is everybody that has been using the application, and this first page, it has, I can be going, these are like a lot. We did pagination for it, so it doesn't load too much data at once. So that is it. I hope you understood things about the app. So just download the app. It's sure to help you succeed in your exam. Like, it's the best application that can actually help you do a focus-based study and excel in that exam. Yeah, thank you very much.